I don't want to talk too much on the fight because I could say, oh, I could have did this, this, and that. Well, he could have not took PEDs too. PEDs don't just magically pop up in your system. And if they do, then you can justify it, right? You should be able to justify how I got in your system, and it would set you free. The truth will set you free. That's the truth.
So you feel like it was just the PEDs that beat you, or do you think it was his skill set plus the PEDs?
PEDs, I mean, it's going to enhance whatever you already got. He wasn't a bum fighter before that. You know, he wasn't just trash. So he always showed power and speed before that. PD is going to enhance whatever you got. And I don't care what you say. If that's the case, why are they banned? Why don't we test for him? If that's the case, we shouldn't even test for him.
But y'all had VADA testing throughout the camp. Tell me if I'm wrong. He passed all his tests until the week of the fight.
Correct.
Right? So he tested positive for a test pre-fight and then post-fight.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, the test take 3 or 4 days to come back. But he had already... Exactly. So he essentially had dirty urine going into the fight. You just didn't know it because the test hadn't come back.
Of course, yeah.
And then he tested again after, and that also came back. Was it 1 or 2 substances? Because I heard something about a second substance.
1.
Okay.
It was like a speculation for 2, but it came back that 1 was cool. And then it was 1.
So to me, that tells me, I ain't no scientist, but that tells me that he wasn't, it didn't seem like he was like cycling through training camp with this stuff. I think what happened, I heard he was real heavy the week of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I heard something like 15 pounds. Don't know if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then he obviously didn't make the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Did Floyd tell him not to make the weight? You already spoke on it, my boy.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So he don't make weight.
Floyd said he didn't.
He did not?
Floyd said he didn't.
He did not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what he said. That's his word.
I mean, I seen him throw.
I seen it too.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it. I feel like he came in heavy and somebody said, hey man, take this to get the weight off.
Uh-huh.
But the fact still remains he had something in the system and you don't know how that affected him. You don't know how that energized him. You don't know how that gave him more energy, more endurance.
I mean, cutting weight. When you're in training camp, 9 times out of 10, I don't know about you because your body a little different, but when you're a little bit heavier, it's like a certain weight that you be, where you be a little bit heavier and you be kind of stronger, you be a little bit more sharper.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then you cut the weight,
get weak.
and you get a little weaker. You still be sharp, but you're not as sharp as that what you was when you was a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
So maybe you take something to where you keep that strength. You don't gotta drain yourself or strain yourself so much when you're losing weight. But I don't know. I'm not an expert though.
When did you first hear he wasn't making a weight? Was that the day before the fight?
Yeah, I found out when pretty much everybody found out when he showed up to the weigh-in.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard Pop say on It Is What It Is with Mason Cameron that if he could do it all over again, he wouldn't have took the fight if he wouldn't have made the weight.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that? You would have just said, fight off. Either make the weight or we not fight.
Yeah.
You would have did that for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Did you ever think about stopping in the middle of that fight at any point in time?
No, I never felt like stopping. Like, it never even hit my mental one time to stop.
Bro, you a dog.
Like, never even was like, damn, I'm fucking around. Like,
your jaw was swollen.
I never even thought of it.
You getting up multiple times, but I never seen you turn. I never seen you,
Yeah.
You look at Pops, give him that look, very easy.
I was always trying to get back in the fight. I never thought I'm overmatched or nothing like that. I'm like,
you never felt,
I want to get it back. I want to get it back.
To the final bell?
I got to get that back. Yeah. I got to get that back. Maybe that was what, could have been one of the things that I could have, was like, all right, well, maybe I could get it back eventually, build it. But when you in that moment, you a dog, you want to get it back.
Yeah, I seen that in you, bro, and I respect that.
People can say, oh, he don't have a chin. No, when you get hit and you get up, that's what's showing you have a chin. Being able to get hit and get right back to it.
Did you ever recover from that getting hurt the first time? In the very first round?
I feel like I recovered because I wasn't that hurt. It was more like a surprise.
Like shock you.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I recovered.
What is Bill telling you throughout the course of the fight? What did he have? What type of urgency did he have? What was he saying?
Like I said, I don't want to speak on that too much for various reasons, but yeah.
Are y'all still taking legal action over what he did? Or y'all still thinking about it?
We'll see.
Okay. What's that walk like back to the dressing room? And when you get back there, Eddie said it's a fraction of the people that was in there post-fight than it is before fight. It happened every time.
That's normal, yeah.
What was you feeling when you stepped in that locker room and you like, bro, I can't believe it just happened?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're still surprised, you're still trying to figure out, you know, where you went wrong. Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to figure it out.
When did you first get wind that his urine was dirty?
One day, I was just going to Chipotle, and I was just like...
Your boy said Chipotle.
I was going to Chipotle, and then my lawyer called me. I was like, man, I don't feel like talking right now. And then my dad called me. He like, hey, you talk to John? I'm like, nah, I ain't talk to him. And then he like, I'm about to put on a 3-way. And then that's when he told me.
What was you thinking?
I left Chipotle. I know that.
Did you get your food?
Huh?
Did you get your food?
No, I didn't get my food.
You didn't even order?
No. So I'm out. I couldn't believe that shit. I'm like, everything just started, you know, making sense. Sometimes you get some closure, sometimes you don't. That was like somewhat of the closure, like, oh, okay.